What's up? I'm your host, Julie Live, and I'm here with...
Thomas Day, and I'm playing Pucker Up.
Part two.
Part two!
Part two. How are you feeling? You're back with the
feeling
candy.
Good. I'm nervous because I'm just nervous, and that's why.
Yeah. Do you have any, knowledge and memory of eating them before?
I remember, the first three hurting my mouth a lot.
Cool.
Yeah.
So they're going to hurt even more today.
Yeah.
You have a lot of updates, a lot of lore.
A lot of things I've done.
A lot of things since part one.
A lot of things. That feels like so long ago, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That was my first headline tour.
What would you say about your life, or what would you tell yourself then versus now?
I don't know. I would be doing a lot of things differently, honestly, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay, ready for
Okay,
number
so
one?
I start with this one?
Yep, we're going to get right into it.
All right. Oh yeah, you ask after I put it in my mouth. I'm just
You
waiting.
can't get out of it. You
Yeah.
have to eat it. Okay, so you recently just got done touring with Joshua Bassett and Ross Lynch. So you're gonna spill a story time that never hit the internet from each tour.
Okay.
And make it juicy or eat another one.
Okay. From both of them?
Yeah.
Let me start with Joshua.
Is it sour?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember, I'm thinking of a good one. Oh, crazy. The Joshua tour, on the first night of tour after the Phoenix show, we were going to, I don't remember where, I think it was Dallas, and our bus crashed.
Crashed? Didn't break down, it crashed.
No, it crashed. We hit something.
What was the something?
It was into another car, but
okay.
it was our bus driver, but we were all asleep. And I was asleep for maybe an hour, and I was like, well, I'm staying up, well, I'm on tour. And then, being a rock star.
Rockstar lifestyle.
And I literally we hit the front, I woke up, I was like, whoa. And we had to in the middle of nowhere, it literally looked like Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
And then we had to go somewhere else. But really, nobody really knows that. I put a tiny little announcement on my story once.
Crash the bus.
Yeah. And then we're literally one time, and then after that, oh wait, the Ross tour now?
Yeah.
I think that was a good one.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
How was Joshua?
That was a fun tour because Joshua and I are buddies,
Yeah.
and we both get along with each other just musically, and I respect him as an artist too. But
Yeah.
it was honestly perfect because we also just got closer that whole tour.
I bet. You're together 24/7.
Yeah, it was so fun. It was honestly so fun.
What do you think his best song is?
I have some unreleased songs of his that I think are absolutely so good. I would honestly probably say the same about my music, that my unreleased is better than what I have out. I probably have 1,000 unreleased songs.
Yeah,
I don't really
everybody
release that
knows.
much music.
No, you don't.
Oh, I take my time, but everyone's like, Tom, release more songs.
You both need to. You
I
both need
know,
to take your
no,
own
literally.
advice.
But I would say of his music, on tour, the most fun was the song called Would You Tell Me? It was this although I don't know if he liked it as much, but
You do.
yeah,
That's a good one.
that counts.
Yeah. Okay, Ross.
Okay, yeah.
Did he ask you to be on tour?
I didn't know I was gonna be on that tour until 2 days before it was announced. I was working out at the gym. I was hanging out, just working out, and I got a call. I was like, hey, you want to do this tour? I was like,
Yeah.
sure. And an hour later, we were like, oh, you got the tour. I was like, oh!
Amazing. Love
Yeah,
this.
no, literally, it was honestly insane. But I'm trying to think of a really, really good,
Juicy about.
yeah. I don't know.
Or even Ross.
Here's just a fact about the whole tour itself. First of all, you have Rocky, Ryland, Ross, and Riker. Those are the brothers, all R's. Then they have their assistant guy named Riley.
Okay.
Okay,
That's right in.
who also could almost be their brother, but he's not.
Yeah.
But when I did that tour, all of them grew up playing hockey. I grew up playing hockey.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So it was just that's not that juicy.
We played hockey.
But yeah,
Great.
we played
Love
hockey
that.
together, yeah.
No, that's good though. What was your favorite stop for Ross's tour?
I could give the known answer, which would be Salt Lake City,
Yeah.
because I have beautiful fans there. But probably, other than that, actually, the last one was really fun, but Des Moines.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Got,
You're like, oh, hell yeah.
got a lot of fans out there. It sounds amazing there.
I think it's
That
like,
must have been fun.
I think it's like the places where like less concerts are, those fans just go nuts because they don't see you.
Yeah.
Like there are a bunch of signs that are like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
It's like concert night, let's
Well,
go.
I know, just let them go.
Well, I love that. So tour life treated you well
Yeah,
for both of them.
yeah.
Okay, did you want to spit it out or do you want to eat it?
I'll spit it out.
Let me see this one. Okay, yeah, this isn't smack the table. That's not
Okay.
just one.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Your memory's coming back more and more. Okay, so you have your song "I Want You to Beg," which you made trend on TikTok. We know that one viral, very viral TikTok. What are the top 5 things in your life that you're begging for right now? The things you want to happen, but you haven't told the internet.
Okay, that I'm begging for.
Yeah.
These are things that I'm begging for.
Like not the trend. Like you're actually would like if
I
you
would
put
beg?
real text over the trend.
I'm begging for like new recipes of like that are used with like ground chicken.
Okay. That was really good.
Like I'm begging for new recipes like that.
You cook a lot?
Yeah, recently.
Okay.
I'm like on my like like healthy slut vibe right now, like where I'm like making like literally wake up like 3 eggs, like an avocado.
Yeah.
I think it's healthy, and I like go I go downstairs and I do like the Stairmaster. So.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm like looking at my legs and like. But another thing I'm begging for.
That's one.
I'm begging for my ambition to release music more quickly.
Yeah, we are
But
too.
I'm so like precious with how I unload them. So I wish I'm begging myself, I wish I could be different in that aspect.
That's good.
That's the second one.
That's good. Maybe
That's
we
good.
cut down to 3. Let's do 3.
Yeah. I just did a music video
4 bag.
for Beg. At that shoot, I left one of my favorite rings in the bathroom. So I'm begging for the chance that somebody finds that ring and brings it to my doorstep.
I have a good feeling about that.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna turn up.
Yeah, maybe. I'm begging for it now. So.
You're manifesting it to come back. Okay, but on the viral TikTok that you had, you wanted Jules's press handstand 7. So what do you think about that? What sparked that idea?
So
That creative genius.
I'm gonna
idea.
be so honest. I had like, I didn't really know what that was, but like when. but when like I just thought commented on like everything.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, why do I keep saying that? And then I remember she like brought it up to me. It's like this was like her account when she was younger.
Yeah.
And it's just funny. Like me and my brother were like, what should we fucking put it? And I was like, literally, I was like, bro, let's just do this. Like I texted her and I was like, you should see what I put up. But yeah.
She saw it.
Yeah.
We saw her comment on there.
She was like, there's no way. Yeah.
Well, that was good. That was a good trend idea.
No, it was solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cute.
Okay, how was level 2?
Not as bad. I feel like level 1 is harder, but that one was still pretty bad. Honestly, I don't know. They're both awful.
Yeah. Do you want to spit it out or do you eat it?
Oh, I ate it.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Perfect. Okay. This one smacked the table.
Oh, okay. Oh, really? These ones are like
Yeah, because it's like a pop rock inside. So
Oh,
if you
what?
bite it, it like
a pop rock.
explodes. Have you had
Oh.
those?
Yeah.
Just don't bite it, maybe.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Smack the table if you can tell us the craziest thing a fan has told you before.
Should I smack the table?
If you're gonna answer,
I don't know if I'm gonna answer that one.
you're not. You have to eat another one.
Really?
If you don't answer,
I'll smack the table.
okay.
Craziest thing a fan has told me. Oh, this one fan listened to my music for when I saw her at one of my shows. And she came up to me and she said that she'd been listening to like one of my songs every night. Basically is white noise, but like full blast.
Oh.
Yeah, for like the whole year.
Every night.
Kind of great.
Okay. She's diehard.
She's amazing.
Your streams are from that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about her right now.
now. Oh my god. That's crazy to you though.
Yeah,
like when
nuts.
you hear fans say stuff like that.
They say stuff. It's like, I mean, that's just insane.
Yeah.
It's just like kind of nuts. Sorry, I'm having fun of you.
It's like
I'm
leave
like,
that
I'm
be,
like,
leave
yeah.
that be.
I'm like, yeah.
Okay. Smack the table if your song "Sleep When We're Dead" is about Jules.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that. What sparked that?
So funny, when we met, I was hanging out with her, and literally like, we would hang out, and we literally when Jules and I are together, we like just like don't stop talking. Like
Yeah.
that's actually literally about like talking like nonstop, and that's literally what that song's about. But we literally hung out like nonstop for like probably like 15 days in a row.
Oh my god.
No, like actually, that number was like legitimate.
Not leaving each other, like
Yeah, we just
15
hanging
days
out.
straight.
Yeah, I mean, she had some things to do, and I had like to write
Yeah.
more songs, and like, but like we would just hang out eventually at some point, and like we just would like actually talk for hours. Genuinely, I just like never really like like when you meet somebody, it's like, oh, we've been talking for a while.
Right.
Like we actually just like
We're
don't.
talking.
No,
for a
like
while.
we do actually don't shut the up. Like
You're yappers.
Yeah,
You're
no,
a yap
genuinely,
couple.
that-
You're,
yeah, see,
you're
it
yappers.
works. Yeah.
How soon did you write it after you met?
after we met, I'd probably say like 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got a song out of that right away. Okay. Smack the table if you're dropping an album soon.
I can't smack the table.
That's fine, but you answered, so
Yeah,
you don't have to
yeah,
eat another
yeah.
one. Would you know a time range?
I know for a fact either late of this year
year.
or early next year.
What about singles?
I know my next bag is coming out, I think, oh wait, I'm not sure for that, but May, like 27th.
Around then.
It did pop.
I know, yeah, it does. It just randomly, it's like, oh my god, all of a sudden. Smack the table if you expect to fall in love this year.
Well,
Or last year, whatever you felt.
I did not expect to.
But here we are,
Yeah,
in love. How's that?
not bad.
The fizz went away pretty quick.
Thing is, like, when I was younger, I used to have like a. Oh. It is. There's like a pop rock in there.
Right? It's like,
Yeah.
those are new additions, Bucker Up.
I know.
You
I was about to
did
say.
not
I
eat
did
those
not. I don't
before.
remember that one. I would say when I was younger, I used to have like a huge sweet tooth, but like with like honestly like gummies and like. But these kind of remind me of them.
Yeah.
I, like start
Did you
crying.
have pop? Have you? Sobbing. Did you have pop? You know what pop rocks are?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. See,
Yeah.
it's like a pop rock.
I had pop rocks. Yeah.
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 Okay, well you ate that. You did great.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
Okay. So it takes 5 seconds to kick in. So in Pucker Up Part 1, your life was a lot different then, but you admitted a moment that you wanted to relive would be writing Stranger. Because there was a lot of healing that came with it and you grew from it.
Totally.
What would you say is your current moment that you want to relive, and how did it change your perspective on life?
I've been seeing this thing online, and like I had never gotten the chance, but like there was like this like viral like chocolate bar.
The Dubai one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that. And it was so good. Honestly, like
That's what you wanted to relive?
probably.
Okay. That's fair.
She's there's tea.
Go ahead.
No,
Say the
no. Oh yeah.
If you withhold information, you have to eat another one.
Going on tour, both of those tours that I've done this year were like pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I think especially like what he was saying, like with that room that y'all saw me play in originally. So much has happened in my career since then. Writing for people and like performing and like reliving those tours. They go by so fast though.
Yeah.
I think damn, I got 2 in my mouth right now.
You do. That's
just
your
like
fault.
they're literally just like making out in my mouth right now. I'm like, all right. Yeah, probably reliving both of those tours.
Both of them? Is there a song that's sentimental to you compared to Stranger back then?
This past summer, I released a EP. It's so sour. Good Lord. I released an EP of 3 songs. Oh, no, another thing I'd want to relive would be like I was on a billboard in Times Square.
Oh my god.
Crazy. For an EP I released.
Did Spotify put it out?
No, it was like on the one where the ball drop is. Yeah, Spotify
But
did.
Spotify put it out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was pretty nuts. I called my mom, and it was pretty crazy to like see her reaction to that. But song-wise,
Did you get to go to New York to see it in person?
I like literally wasn't planning on it, but I like flew out. I was like, oh, I gotta go see it, and I literally flew out to go see it, which was so crazy. But that had always been like a dream of mine when I was a kid. But they put it up there for an EP called Angel Boy, And it was like, honestly, like, I wrote, like, there were 4 songs on it. One of them I just threw on there because, like, fans knew it, but there were 3 new ones that I completely wrote by myself. And, like, that was the first time I'd done that as, like, an artist, like, really, like, just releasing something. That's not the first time, but that was, like, basically all really my mind and like, just, like, what I did. It was, like, they're, like, just really pretty songs, but probably making those. That was so fun.
What are the title of those ones?
Sentimental, Broken Glasses, and Catch Up to Me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But, like, those 3 on the EP, and I think that's why Spotify honestly probably did that, because they were just probably, still to this day, probably the most unique of any songs I've ever released.
Yeah. What's your favorite song that you have of yours ever?
Right now?
Yeah.
I really like the song called Broken Glasses, which is on that EP. I think it's so good. It's so slept on. I really didn't promote those songs as much because I was also busy on tour, but I also was like, I'm just like dropping these. It was literally like a random Tuesday. I was like, hey guys, I'm dropping an EP. So they were like, oh, whoa.
Cool.
But, yeah.
Spotify's like, we'll handle marketing. We'll do it.
We'll do it. No, yeah. Honestly, that's still crazy to me, but yeah.
That'd be a good couple moments to relive. What's your favorite one to perform
live
on tour?
right now? Probably this past tour, Beg. Honestly, that song's so fun live.
Yeah. Do you hear fans go crazy when they start to hear the intro of Beg?
Yes, actually, yes. Yeah. It's so interesting because, and it's funny. It was funny seeing fans like hear it through just like progressively every night, and like it'd be like because I just have fun on stage during that song, so I think like they just really enjoyed that song and like kind of like how I performed it.
Yeah.
But it was interesting seeing them like grasp onto it like over time, because it was like the first show they're like, oh, they like didn't really know it yet, but they really loved it. Then the next show, like all the fans are talking and then they like hear about it. It was so fun.
Yeah. What about if your mom was in attendance, all those comments? She watched you perform Beg.
Yeah.
You see all those comments?
Yeah. I'll tell you something funny about my mom. She texted me the other day. She goes, just write. She said, because of Beg and like this song, she was like, why don't you just write a classic fucking love song?
Okay.
I was like, no.
Let me cook, Mom, please.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Beg is good. We love that one.
Yeah,
okay.
Thank you.
Now it's time for
Wow, we're moving.
Yeah, we are.
Wow. It's like one of my favorite colors.
Well, it might not be anymore.
Uh-oh. Oh my God.
Sorry. Okay, this one's...
Oh my God.
Do you want a minute?
That's crazy.
You don't remember, you didn't eat it last time. This is your first time.
It's awful.
Yeah. You're gonna tell us about your love story. How did you meet Jules?
You laugh over it.
You look like you're crying already.
No, I'm like, oh my God. I met her at a mutual friend's house. Whoa, that was nuts.
Yeah, it's really sour.
Oh my God. I met her at a mutual friend's house. And a mutual friend is an interesting term, but we like, it's funny, I had no idea who Jules was before we met.
At all?
No,
Nothing?
Nothing. I didn't really grow up online in that way.
Yeah.
But I basically at this place, she like walked in with her friend and like somebody there was like, yo bro, we got girls coming over. I was like, bro, I don't care. And she walks in and then like, I remember like I was introducing myself to her and I was like, hey, I'm Thomas. And she didn't give she actually did not give a like, I was like, I introduced her, I was like, hey, I'm Thomas. Like, she didn't even tell me her name.
Hey.
And I was like, sorry, what's your name? And she was like, oh, sorry, I'm Jules, like completely disregarding me.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, great. I'm just gonna go like throw up in the bathroom or something. And literally like later that night, we just like both like it's kind of like Sleep When We're Dead. Like we literally just ended up talking for like hours.
But did you go back up to her?
It was actually really funny. We started like, everybody was like watching this movie and we all like were sitting on a couch and like, it was kind of weird. We just randomly ended up sitting next to each other because we really weren't like talking to each other that much.
Yeah.
But I honestly have no idea what I was doing there, and like I caught that vibe from her after we started talking, where she felt it kind of the same way.
Yeah.
Not that what I was doing there, but like that she was like she didn't really want to be there because like there's more to that. I'm not gonna.
Me, okay.
You're like, yeah,
Just answer the question.
Yeah, but she wasn't like wearing something she would be wearing like to like go out or something. She was like she didn't want to go out. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. That's the truth. And like I like had just really gotten off tour, but we met and we just like talked for like 4 hours.
At the thing.
Yeah. And I played her I played her some of the songs off of that
EP?
Yeah, that EP. Cause I flew out to New York probably like a week later and she went off to like Paris or something.
When you saw her and she didn't, give her name right away, but did you think she was super pretty and like, who is this?
Yeah, well, I was very intrigued because like she was obviously pretty, but it was interesting because it was like she was wearing something like what she was wearing.
All goes back to the outfit.
Yeah, no, it really does because like what.
Jules, you have to eat another one.
Yeah. No, like what she was wearing was just not like something like that she'd normally be wearing. So.
What's your best memory together?
I would say it was pretty sick when I was on tour in Europe. She flew out and she was there, and that was really fun. Because, it's funny. Like when we met, I was like, oh yes, this is actually a funny story. I was like, yeah, I'm literally gonna go on tour in Europe and all this. She's like, oh no way, that's so cool. It's just like crazy that she ended up being there for that time, and we had like no idea.
Yeah. It's the trend that's going on TikTok right now where it's like you're telling me if I never did XYZ, we wouldn't have met each other.
Yeah, it's crazy. If I never went to that house that I really didn't want to, like we never met.
You would have never met.
I actually think about that a lot, honestly.
Yeah. Life's weird. Life's crazy.
I know.
Okay, last one of level 5. Who said I love you first?
I did.
Okay. Simp Thomas.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, you ready for this one? Mm-hmm. Okay, last one. I think we asked you this part 1 too, but what is one unreleased song you have but you're never going to release it, and why?
I probably have like...
Is that one bad?
No, it's bad. It's bad. It's really bad, but... I don't know, that we're both awful. I think my mouth is numb now.
Definitely is.
Mm-hmm. I probably have 20 songs I will never release that are unreleased. Maybe I'll release this, but I don't think I will. It's called We Will Never Be the Same. I posted it once. I love that song. It's just like, I just probably will never release that song.
But why not?
Sometimes I just write stuff that's too close to home.
Oh, and you don't want anyone to ever hear it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why do you have 20? What's going on? Why do we have so many?
I have so many unreleased
that you
songs.
wouldn't. You said 20 you never. Because they all hit too close to home.
And this is probably like an issue as to why I don't release as much music, but I'm constantly like taking in what's around me musically.
Yeah.
And I've evolved, like especially from the first time I came on here. As an artist, I knew a lot about like what I wanted to write about and like how to write songs, but from then to like what I'm making now, it's like actually night and day.
Yeah. So
I think like now I've taken in like so many things and I'm constantly changing it. There's just some songs like in every genre. I'm not saying I'm like a drill rapper, but, like I'm not Drake, but like. But like I'm constantly tapping into just things that have happened in my life and like some things I just don't want to talk about.
Yeah, in the past. We're leaving them in the past. Mm-hmm. You think you'd change your mind or it's too much in the past?
I'd throw some on.
Yeah.
I already know I know 3 songs that are 100% on the album. And here's the thing, I have enough music to like release like probably 5 albums right now.
Yeah. Do you, when you're writing, do you kind of try to gauge and fit in with social media and what would trend, or you're not an artist like that? Like you write to write, and then if it gets picked up, it gets picked up.
I've been doing it my whole life. Songwriting ever since I was honestly like in like 5th grade.
Yeah.
I think Can I spit this out? Yeah.
No, you must eat it.
No, keep it in your mouth. I started like, how I view music and songwriting is just like, I like can walk away from it and then I come back. Like, actually, it's so funny. I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. There'll be like months where I'm not actively like writing or like doing that. And then I'll like, that day I'll probably write in the span of about an hour, like 10 choruses.
Yeah.
And probably 99% of those will probably be released.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it's really interesting because I'm constantly doing music, but I'm as much of an artist I'm also a consumer. Like I just love music. So I'm constantly changing and evolving. So sometimes when I look at my artistry, I like dip off in other ways and I'm like, oh, I want to do this. But then I'm like, oh no, I want to do this. And I think I've just found this in the past like couple of months, honestly, a way to incorporate all of them together.
Yeah.
Which is like where this album's going to be. And I think it's going to be really crazy. And I think probably like next time I do like this interview is going to be crazy.
We're going to do it in part like 60 one day.
Part 65! Put them in your mouth!
Your tongue's going to be gone by then. You're going to be like, I can't do it anymore.
Actually.
I can't. Well, you do need to come back on when there's an album because then we can find out the tea about all those songs that are on the album. 100%. But how was Pucker Up?
It was good. It was good. I think I'm happy I didn't do those two last time, but I'm honestly happy now that I've tried them because now I know that they're pretty mean.
Pretty sour.
Yeah.
Pretty sour. You did so good though.
Thank you.
You answered all the question.
Thank
you. You did not,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah,
you ate all the candy. You did not answer all the questions. Okay, well, you killed it.
Thank you.